Today we're talking about your immune system and your hormones. This is something that sometimes people don't understand. Meaning we think that our immune system is totally separate entity from our hormones. Like they're not really that related, right? Oh, they can't influence each other that much. Can they? Can they really? Yeah, there is a huge connection actually with your immune system and your hormones. And I drew it like this because they influence each other. Meaning if your immune system is weakened in any way or not as strong as it could be or having a negative reaction, it will have a negative impact on your body's ability to produce and maintain the right amount of hormone for you. If your hormone levels get thrown off, if your hormones are unbalanced or you're not detoxing your hormones properly, that will have a negative impact on how your immune system then functions. They work in tandem with each other. A prime example that I use is talking about thyroid hormone. Now, thyroid hormone, people are familiar. The thyroid gland right here releases thyroid hormone. It gets converted in the liver to the active form, and then it gets attaches to the receptor on each cell. This is the receptor, attaches to that receptor, and then your body can utilize, and gets that signal and functions properly. But if you have immune issues, that can impact the receptor on the cell where it would be misshaped or damaged in some way so that it can't attach. That's going to impact then the hormone, right? I see this a lot with people with autoimmune issues. And I'm Dr. Beth Westie, women's health and hormone expert, author of the books, The Female Fast Solution, Female Menopause Solution. I'm also host of the podcast, The Female Health Solution. You can subscribe to that as well as subscribe to my YouTube channel. And follow me on social media, stay updated with all the things I have coming out. But the thyroid piece I talk about a lot because these are things that I see time and time and time again. But we forget that, oh my gosh, these two things work in tandem. So you're thinking, I need to do this thing to fix my thyroid, but what about your immune response? What about your immune system, right? Or thinking, gosh, I do get sick a lot. Oh, that's just my immune system. That doesn't impact anything else. No, it really does. It can actually damage your organs and other tissues in your body, especially if you have autoimmune issues. And women are 5 times more likely than men to have an autoimmune condition or disease. That's not by accident. It's because the impact of hormones in our body if things are not being processed correctly. If you fall behind on this, it's really hard to catch up. Now, again, when we're looking at things, people think, oh, if I have inflammation or I have an autoimmune thing, that's a separate thing from the hormones. They are connected. So where do I start? What do I do? The best place to start, honestly, is with a Dutch test. You can go below this video, click the link, it gets sent right to you. You take the test, it's a urine test, send it into the lab. We go over your results and talk about the hormonal imbalances that we're seeing and how we're going to work with your system to improve that. Then we also see inflammatory markers, nutrient things, other things like that. And knowing more about you, we can understand, is there an autoimmune issue that we'd have to address as well? Because otherwise, if we're working really hard to regulate your hormones and they don't stick and it doesn't stay, right? Why would that be? Because your immune system is throwing things off that's causing issues again. There's a gal I worked with, this was last year. She had several years before that worked with somebody, a natural practitioner, and was like, I worked on my hormones, it was helpful, blah, blah, blah. But then things started going wrong, a couple years after that. And that's when she found me and we did a Dutch test and looked at things. And one of the biggest key things that I noticed for her was that she had a history of autoimmune issues. And she was not doing anything on a regular basis to address her immune system and to keep it as strong as possible. Your immune system needs, to be functioning correctly all the time, not just sometimes. Oh, I'm going to help my immune system sometimes and not other times. No, all the time. All the time, right? Especially if you've had a history of hormone issues. So, to answer the question, is it my immune system that impacts my hormones or does my hormones impact my immune system? Yes, both. Both. So let me know if you guys have any other questions. You can always put them below this video. I do check the comments. Otherwise, go below this video, click that link. You can get a Dutch test sent to you, and that's a great start for what we're looking at here. Otherwise, thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Let me know if there's anything else, and I will see you guys later.